Carl DiStefano here. I've got a beautiful Italian song today, very special song, and it's probably the oldest song that I have ever recorded. It is a Neapolitan folk song written in 1893 by Salvatore Gambardella with lyrics by Gennaro, Ottaviano. And Mr. Gambardella is considered to be one of the fathers of Neapolitan song, which is a very rich musical tradition popular throughout Italy and much of the world. I first heard this song when my Uncle Lizzo played it for me on his mandolin. And I've spoken about my uncle in several other videos, mostly of the Italian songs that I've recorded recently. And I only got to play with him once a year when he and my aunt Janet would visit from California. And we had family get-togethers and parties, and the four of us would play music. Me, my Uncle Lizzo, my dad, they both played mandolin, and my Uncle Jerry played guitar. And I either played guitar or string bass, and when we got together. And it was just so much fun. But the special moments were when I would seek my uncle out to wherever he was staying. He was either staying with my parents or with my Aunt Josie and her husband. And I would go over in the morning, and after breakfast, I would just sit with him, just he and I alone, and play his music. He would play his mandolin. I would accompany him on the guitar. And those were such special moments for me, and I think for him too. But he introduced me to this song. I had never heard it before, and I knew he really liked it, and I knew it was special to him, but I didn't know why. And it was only after his death, some years after his death, that I looked into the history of the song, and I discovered its Neapolitan origin. And I got to thinking about it, and my Uncle Lizzo was in the army during World War II, and he was stationed in Italy. And that's where he met his future wife, our Aunt Janet. And she was from a little town, the little town of Afragola, which is actually located inside the city of Naples. And I suppose it was its own town, separate from Naples a long time ago, and then was, annexed by Naples as Naples grew. But the lyrics to this song are written in Napolitano, which is the language spoken in that area. And so these lyrics were in my Aunt Janet's native tongue. And I think that was one of the reasons it was so special to my uncle. So one of the things I had to do was learn how to pronounce these lyrics, because as far as I know, they're the only lyrics to the song. There's no English translation that I know about. So if you're going to sing this song, you better learn how to speak Napolitano, and which is different than Italian. It's similar but different. So I sought out the help of my good friend Lucia, who was very close to my Uncle Lizzo and my Aunt Janet and Aunt Janet's brother Salvatore and his wife Carmen. So they were all great friends. And so Lucia is from a little town of Senza, which is near Naples. And so she actually, her language, her native tongue was very similar to Napolitano. And she also spoke Napolitano as well. So she coached me in the correct pronunciation of the lyrics. So I want to thank her for that. And lastly, this song goes out to my Uncle Lizzo's children, Tony, Lenny, Mariana, and Joanna. And I know it will, remind them of their parents and the wonderful music that their dad played so beautifully on his mandolin. Thanks. I'm going to pick up my guitar here and attempt my humble rendition of this beautiful Neapolitan folk song. Okay, Uncle Lizzo, this one's for you. Hoy ne fa, presto viene, non me fa spanteca. Capura rezza viene, cammare sto amena. Me stienesti bracciele, aiutami a tirare, casto marenariello, devo sempre abbracciare. Vicino mare, facciamo amore, a cuore, pengi spassa. So marinaro e tirarezza, ma pallerezza stonga morì. Poi ne io tirarezza e tu stata a guardare le pisce papriezza come stanno zompa. E vede pure stelle, tu fai innamorare, casto marenariello, tu vai a sospirare. Vicino mare, facciamo amore, a cuore, passa. So marinaro e tirarezza, ma pallerezza, stonca morì. Thanks again to my Uncle Lizzo for introducing me to this beautiful Neapolitan folk song. And thanks again to my friend Lucia for coaching me in the correct pronunciation, or what I hope is the correct pronunciation of these beautiful lyrics, Napolitano lyrics. Thanks for listening.